We are here today to announce that the Justice Department has secured felony guilty pleas from the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, Binance.
Actually, it's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Largest virtual.
Binance.
Binance. And let me be clear. It's Binance.
Binance.
Binance. Council has discussed crypto regulations and legislations at length, and we have come to the conclusion that instead of regulating, we are going to ape a fat bag each into laptop and pump it to over $1,300,000,000,000,000,000,000,000 market cap. Let's fucking go, crackheads.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Morning Coffee. Got my coffee locked and loaded, ready to go, because we have to talk about the crypto market. Never before we had such a situation. The president-elect, soon to become the next president of the United States, launched his own meme coin, and subsequently his wife also launched her own meme coin, all before they go into the White House. Absolutely strange moves here. What does it mean for crypto? Is that even good for crypto? Let's discuss a little bit in this live stream, and I have a couple of other things for you as well, because there is massive move into Ethereum. There are a couple of bullish news that are coming out for crypto, and we're going to look at some charts as well, discuss with you guys. You bring your questions, so we are going to have a very good stream here. Stay tuned all the way through. So, good morning to each and every one of you. First and foremost, please smash up the like button right now. 13 people here. If you could do that, I would highly appreciate it. And we have a new member, a new rare hodler right here above me. If I get the chat out of the way, Luca has just subscribed as a new rare hodler. Welcome, Luca. Every one of you that is not yet in the rare hodler Telegram group but is a rare hodler, please get in touch with me on X so that I can get this done for you, so that I can invite you in the Telegram group. Tag me in a post or whatever, right? So hopefully I see it in between all the notifications, and then I can invite you just like all the others. I want to have each and every one of you in the Telegram group, just to be able to communicate with you better the whole day, right? Even if I'm not around for a live stream. But okay, so let's see here. The chat is already excited. We see Trucking Hank, good morning to you. We see Dom Wu here, good morning. We see a couple of other people. Joseph, best intro, thank you very much. Jasper Frank says Trump, good morning, right? And Patrick Bultman also here, rare hodler. And my portfolio is pretty red. That's absolutely normal. We have a little bit of a pullback here, plus the massive outflows of into these two meme coins. Savar says, how much have you lost in Veve? Well, until now I didn't sell, but if everything in Veve would go to zero, I would have lost like $10,000. That's more or less it, like $10,000, maybe $12,000. Yeah. And then you could add Ecomi on top if everything goes to shit. But that is not the point to make this calculation yet, because of the crypto cycle, right? So you can't make your calculation after 3 years in a roughly 4-year liquidity cycle. You have to wait the full 4 years, and then you see if you were able to take profits or not. And sure, will there be bad investments? Yes, there will be. Will there be things going to zero? Absolutely. Does that mean that I'm going to be sad about it, crying in a corner? No, absolutely not. I will learn my lesson from it if I lose money, and then hopefully I will be a better investor in the long term, right? So it all comes down to that. But right now we have shitcoins launching, and basically we can throw away the intelligent investor because people are pumping fartcoin and investing in Trump and Melania and I don't know what coin. So the intelligent investor can go into the rubbish right now, because the situation is as follows. Situation is that everything's red except these coins, right? So here we see it: Trump, Melania, and fartcoin. These are literally the only ones, with the exception of these small greens here on the daily, the only ones that are pumping. And what is happening? The liquidity is sucked out of the others, also of other meme coins. I mean, you see here Pepe, Veve, they're down like 12, Veve even 20%. But we also see that other coins, Jupiter Swap, down 15%, Bonk, meme coin, down 16%, Beam, Pith, Vechain, Radium, everything is down by at least 5%, some 10%, right? Everything's down on the day. If you switch to the weekly, though, it's not like that. I mean, fartcoin is still leading. It shows you the degeneracy of the market. But on the weekly, it's still green, right? But you see the Trump coin is out like 2 days or so, and it's already making massive moves. So yesterday, or in the night, there was a little bit of a scare here because for the people that were still in it, because Trump coin had dumped within a couple of hours from all the way 52%, wiped out. Billions of dollars flowing out of that Trump coin. Now it got listed just right now. I mean, this is the 2-hourly chart. Of course it's pumping. It just got listed on Robinhood, right? So that is happening. But I think this is, so for me, this is nowhere here. This is a buy. Can this go up another, I don't know, from $59 to all the way to, I don't know, 150? Sure, it can, but it's not guaranteed. It also can turn around and do this one, right? We don't know. This is a gamble, right? Because we don't know if after taking office, Trump will even give a damn about it. We don't know. It could also be implemented in his strategic reserve, right? We don't know which degeneracy is coming. But for me, that's not an investment. That would be a gamble, right? Could we gamble $100 or $1,000 on it? Sure, we could, right? But not for me, right? I would stay away with it because we see Melania Trump coin pumping right now, okay? So it's absorbing liquidity. The next would be Barron Trump, right? And then it's Tiffany Trump, and then it's I don't know what. Like the family's big, you know? So if they all launch their own meme coins, then we are fucked. Let's be honest. Guys, by the way, 25 people here, amazing. Smash up the like button. Like. Very important here. But the important thing is the man takes office today. I think that the meme coin move was unnecessary, but on the other hand, it's also unprecedented, right? Let's see the chat on this topic. Is global crypto liquidity down, or is new dollar coming in? No, it's actually, we will look at this, USDT dominance and so on, but we will have fresh dollars coming in, fresh dollares will be coming in a second. Or in the next couple of days and weeks as global liquidity is turning around. Domvu says planning to buy some alts soon. I think the moment is now, as every idiot in the space is dumping their high conviction play to chase this new shiny coin, I think the moment is now to load up on alts. If you want to buy the dip, I think it's now, because it might be too late afterwards. Maybe before we even go into other news, let's look at what I'm talking about. So, sorry, not the DXY. Here, USDT dominance, right? So this is the question of Jasper. Is there fresh capital allocated to the market? And you can say very little. It explains why the other coins are going down. There's not much USDT allocated into the crypto market right now. Almost no movement over the past weeks. This is the weekly chart. It looks small, but this is the weekly chart. This is how it looks when there's a lot of capital allocated, right? Like a waterfall crash in USDT. Now, you could say, okay, but there's also USDC, but in the past hours, there have been 50 million here and there minted, but nothing of that is enough to explain the big pumps of the Trump coin. So there were swaps out of other cryptos, right? And let me show this to you. The reason why I think this might be a good thing to load up is all these coins are down, but the total 2 of the crypto market has just perfectly retested and just made a small retracement here, right? So you have this massive breakout. You have this long retest that culminates in perfect retest on top of this high, right? So really, I mean, altcoins are looking fantastic. Like Total 2 looks fantastic. There's no reason to believe that we are going to into Trump millennia only run. I think the excitement will fade 1, 2, 3 weeks after Trump took office. The excitement is there right now because everyone in the news and on Twitter and everywhere is talking about Trump right now. This will fade, right? I mean, he will do things, everything's great, right? Ceasefire, Middle East, ending the Ukraine war, nice. That's really good. I think that's big catalyst. But it doesn't justify buying a coin that sits at 15 billion when you can buy bargains in the market at 12% discount or at, I don't know, look at this market. I mean, the lower you go, the higher the discounts, right? If you look at an Mcade or something like that, perfect project, Mcade is down by 12.8% exactly, right? So let's just, I mean, no matter where you look, you're getting discounts, right? So I think the time would be now. Excuse me. Okay, so let's see here more. Sorry, I meant, are you aiming to buy some coins? I might buy a little bit, but also I have a pretty expensive wedding in front of me, so I have to see how much I can add to the crypto market right now, although this dip is just so juicy, right? Okay, so let's see. Omeprazole says, sir, those BS coins need to die for the market to recover. They are killing the market, fresh dollars. Yeah, I think it doesn't matter if they die or stay the same or go a little bit up. The only thing that really does matter is fresh capital in the market, right? We see it here. I showed it in my last video in the end, but most of the people only watched half of this video. So here we go. This is the M to money supply expanding, right? M to percentage change from a year ago, right? And this is the fresh dollars. It just has turned around, right? So you see here, the money printer's back, M2 money supply is expanding again, 3.7%, reversing the deepest contraction since 1960. History shows what happens next, liquidity flows and Bitcoin thrives. We will see how exactly, but you also remember that we had been looking at Fed balance sheet. I will try to update this a little bit more for you guys in the future, so that we can look at Fed balance sheet and how it expands again, right? So yeah, are we invited to the wedding? No, to be honest, that's a family matter. PH, when will you start taking profit? Good question, right? So taking profit, we need to differentiate. Taking profit on Bitcoin is different than taking profit on altcoins. Many altcoins are firing after Bitcoin already topped out, right? So we will see. Check out Elon's repos. I will in a second. I will do in a second. But the important thing here is, for me, if we talk about altcoins, the most important indicator for me is Bitcoin dominance, right? Usually in an altcoin season, and we're not really seeing this altcoin season, usually in this altcoin season you see the Bitcoin dominance collapse, right? I will not touch my alts until I see this waterfall, and then during this waterfall collapse, I will then start scaling out of the altcoins. But right now, the returns are not even there what you want to see, right? So I think it's fair to say that to watch this for altcoins. The other one is that I just showed you the total 2. I mean, the altcoin market has come out of the bear market. Total 2 is mainly Ethereum and so on. If you look at total at others, for example, you can look at these charts yourself. You just have to put in these tickers, right? We are just forming this nice cup and handle breakout here, right? We're just retesting the breakout right now for all the altcoins except the top 10, right? So it's really juicy setup that has a huge target. If we would take this, what was the target? Neckline to the bottom. And then the breakout. That's the target. 616 billion would be the breakout target, which would double the entire market cap just for these small coins, which obviously results in much more explosive move and so on. I could even see, I mean, this is only the beginning, right? This breakout target would be only the beginning, and then we will have to re-evaluate. But doubling that would already be pretty good. Because imagine your portfolio of non-top 10 coins just doubling right now, right? It would be crazy. Okay, so let's go back here. By the way, this caused the crash, I think, in Trump coin. Jim Cramer bullish on Trump coin going higher. I think it's fake, but it's still funny. Let's check Elon repost, because Amro said it 2 times. Let's see. Some good points here about the nerd neck. I don't know. Oh, this one? What is this? Is this a meme coin? Is this a coin? What is this? Let's see. Is this it? What you mean? I mean, there are a ton of repos, right? What the heck? Is this what you mean? Yeah, smash the like button. This is great information. Thank you. Absolutely. Smash the like button. This is absolute, like, free like donation for me. Absolutely amazing. Is it this one? Oh, okay. I don't know if this is, guys, this is chasing, like, if someone sees this, they can launch within 5 minutes a meme coin. You need to be very careful, because people are looking at the feed, at Elon feed. And sure, you can ride this wave. What is this? It's on pump.fun. Is this the Melania? No, this is not the Melania coin. What is this? Oh, there we go. World Liberty Coin. Okay, so World Liberty Coin, apparently. I mean, knock yourself out. I'm not going with this stuff, because it's, for me, it's too risky. I don't like it. Doesn't match my criteria for investing. But anyways, Robinhood down. Maybe it broke because of the Trump coin listing. Okay, so but here is way more important news in my opinion, and maybe it's even a distraction. I have no idea, right? But this code feed whatever is actually the Etherscan transactions of World Liberty Finance buying $16 million worth of ETH. In total, he bought already $42 million of ETH. In my last video, I said very likely that Trump inauguration means bullish times for Ethereum. Right now, his World Liberty Finance is buying Ethereum. It's bullish, like his presidency and the meme coin launches, bullish, like his NFT collection is bullish for Ethereum. World Liberty Finance is bullish for Ethereum, for Chainlink, and so on. His meme coins are bullish for Solana if they don't rug it. Like, here's the thing. The meme coin is fine. If the meme coin doesn't get rugged, it's absolutely fine, right? If they don't sell it, it's absolutely fine. So, yeah, that is something. Let's see here. Hey, family is up. Okay, so Justin, Tron founder Justin Sun announces an additional 45 million investment in Trump-backed World Liberty Financial, totaling up to 75 million of investment in the project. So also Tron founder Justin Sun is aping into World Liberty Finance, invests in it. So here's really crazy things happening. I think we've never seen something like this in crypto. Of course, we've never seen something like that in crypto. We have Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. We have company adoption, companies like MicroStrategy buying every week. We have nation state adoption. We have states in the US filing for strategic reserves on a state level. We have a president that is going to emit executive orders, sign executive orders in about, in about 12 hours or so. He's going to start doing that, 12, maybe 14 hours. So we have this, and that's a president that talks about Bitcoin, that promised a Bitcoin strategic reserve, that uses Ethereum, that uses Solana, has an NFT collection. I mean, what else do we need as a perfect setup, right? Well, I can tell you, global liquidity pumped into the market. That's the only thing that is missing here, right? Even if another nation state announces a Bitcoin reserve, what we most need is the money printer to come back, and it's already coming back. So this is going to be great. This is going to be a great year for crypto. But it's also going to be the last year in this cycle before a new bear market starts. So everything's set to pump and then implode, right? Interesting one here to listen to. Let's listen to this guy because he basically explains why now. He has asked why now for Bitcoin strategic reserve, Bitcoin adoption, and so on. Why now?
The stage of the internet where we can go beyond storing information on the internet to actually storing things of value. Things of value like wealth, things of value like ownership of a home. This is what they call the new wave of the internet, an internet of value, and the technology's there. In fact, when you think about Bitcoin or Ethereum or these others, what they really are is protocols that allow us to store value on the internet, as opposed to the way we've been doing it in human society for only the last 400 years, storing value in basically an IOU from a financial institution. And as we've learned in the last 40 years, during which the internet has never gone down, banks have failed, including 3 banks of America's top 20 just in the last 3 years. So moving value storage on the internet is an idea whose time has come.
Okay, you got that?
Kind of.
Okay, so I think this is an important point, right? So the internet has never gone down, he said. Also, Bitcoin never went down, where 3 banks went out of business in the time period. And I mean, use cases are going to move on chain. Yesterday, Solana chain, by the way, went down as well, and couldn't handle transactions anymore because there were 3 million transactions or so on it. Of course, there are chains that can do way more transactions in a second, but I think that's not the point. They will probably find a way around it. I'm not here to shit on Solana, right? I just wanted to bring to your attention that this happened. What is important, though, is what we are still lacking is the entire real estate market, for example, moving on chain, right? Everything that you settle go on chain, right? Payments that you make, if you want, like voluntarily go on chain, or at least go on a record that is immutable, right? Stuff like that. So I think there's still way more adoption to come, and also use cases for Bitcoin besides store of value. I mean, we see them emerging. You remember the German Telecom story, where German Telecom is mining Bitcoin from surplus electricity and then using the Bitcoin to, or their customers using the Bitcoin to buy electricity in times of lacking, right? So that's very interesting. Here another one from Michael Saylor on Tom Billieu with regarding strategic reserve, and I want to comment on this because I actually think that Saylor is not thinking this through, right? Because that is then the next level after strategic reserve, printing currency to buy Bitcoin, right? So let's listen to this, then comment.
And the first nation to print money, the first nation to print their own currency to buy Bitcoin wins, right? Like, Tom, look what MicroStrategy did. We basically issue our own currency, our stock, and we buy Bitcoin. What happened? We went from $1 billion to $100 billion market cap is what happened. Is it inflation? It's only inflation if you print the currency to invest, to make a bad investment, right? If you print the currency to buy something that's appreciating faster than your inflation rate, it's actually accretion.
Okay, so I think the problem here is it works with MicroStrategy because he buys Bitcoin and gives the investors that are giving him money basically a share in that, right? By handing out more shares. But if as a nation state you print money, you are basically taking away from your citizens, and then you buy a reserve which they technically do not have any share in, right? It's like saying, oh, you technically have share in Fort Knox, unless you are backing your currency with that Bitcoin that you're buying. This would be different. Maybe he means that, but that could be the way. Imagine a state that has a currency that is not out of control, that buys Bitcoin and says, look, every $100, euros, whatever, is backed by X Bitcoin. Meaning, if I print more, I buy more Satoshis and back it by that, right? But then again, when the price goes higher, you can't print that much anymore because you also have to back every of these bills by Satoshi, and it needs to come with the right to exchange your 100 euro bill, for example, for this Satoshi, right? For the 10 Satoshis, whatever the backing is. So if you only print money and put it into the reserve, basically you would show that you're devaluing your what is the word for it even in English, like what communist socialists do, like you take away property basically and put it into a reserve. You take away from the wealth of your citizens if you only print currency and instead buy Bitcoin, right? You're basically exchanging your currency for Bitcoin. So that automatically, if I would see that as a citizen, I would say, fuck that, right? I'm going to, all my salary that I receive, I immediately will exchange it into Bitcoin, right? Just like Argentinians did when their currency spiraled out of control. they found something more stable, and didn't accept their own currency anymore in the country, but instead wanted euros, dollars, whatever is stable. So it's to a degree it could collapse the currency of a state if they do it in an obvious way. They need to do it in a hidden way. Bullish stuff. Trump met with yesterday, I think that was, yesterday morning, with this woman. This woman is Cynthia Lummis, and she is I think the biggest advocate right now in U.S. policy for a strategic Bitcoin reserve. She has filed the bill for a strategic Bitcoin reserve. And I think it would be fairly easy to get this passed, House, Senate, whatever, because Trump has everything, right? He can basically pass stuff like that if he wants to. So hopefully this is happening. On the other side, you have to see one thing. What if it doesn't happen? Let's discuss. What if he only converts the Bitcoin, Silk Road Bitcoin and stuff like that into a strategic reserve? What if he doesn't put a plan nor legislation to buy? To be honest, it's not a problem, because everyone will be disappointed. Probably it will crash the Bitcoin price, but think about this in another way. Everyone is looking at their tiny Bitcoin bag and hopes for the government and companies and institutions to buy the Bitcoin so that their price goes up. This is not the right thinking. We want more time to buy more Bitcoin, to have a larger share in that adoption, right? So if Bitcoin goes right now to 1 million, we are not as good positions as if the ramp up of Bitcoin and the adoption degree is slower, because that gives us more time to accumulate more of this pie, right? A little bit bigger piece of the pie. If institutions, governments and everything own the major part of Bitcoin, we don't get the same out of it as if it takes longer and we have more time to accumulate, right? So I think many people need to get away from the thinking that, oh, one day I'm going to exchange my Bitcoin for fiat. That's not the end game. The end game is that your Bitcoin gets you things directly. That your Bitcoin gets you the right to massive loans if you want to. You just lend against Bitcoin, but your Bitcoin is going up, while inflation eats up your loan and you're repaying or refinancing your loan even without touching your Bitcoin. It's just your reserve, your how do you say this? It's your proof of being worthy certain things, like an extremely cheap but large credit, for example, right? For building a house or stuff like that. Or even you could use it as a payment directly, right? But that's the end game. It's the out of fiat end game, not how much fiat do I get in 4 years for Bitcoin. Altcoins are a different story. Altcoins are how much fiat can I get until, I don't know, the end of May, September, whatever, end of the year, to then buy more Bitcoin, right? Or how much Bitcoin do I get in exchange for these altcoins? Altcoins are only a vehicle to try to get more Bitcoin. That's where we are heading. So if everyone adopts Bitcoin right now, we have less time as plebs. We, the plebs, have less time to accumulate and get a life-changing, maybe wife-changing, maybe generational bloodline retirement share of Bitcoin, right? So I think that's the way to look at it. Overall, every 4 years, there is good times for crypto, and for me, the most interesting part is altcoins, right? Get into altcoins to get on the fast lane to then have more Bitcoin. And for me, it's like, I want a fast lane here with the altcoins, and I want to accumulate Bitcoin somewhere here, right? Where's the bear market? So for us, you see here, there is a big chop, there is a mini chop, and then boom, right? Big chop, mini chop, boom. big chop, mini chop, question mark, right? Boom, probably. This is the altcoins, right? This is Bitcoin. Mini chop, mini chop, mini chop. Done, right? Boom. The important part is this is not long lasting, right? I mean, here it was longer, here it was shorter. We don't know how long it lasts. Probably it lasts until mid of the year or something like that. There is one final leg to the upside, and then then we need to take profits, right? I mean, it can be until December, it can be until September. We don't actually know, but we are following closely the indicators for this, right? Let's see here. Chris Klein, what is going on? Good morning, sir. Good morning to you. How is your Floki doing? How are your bags doing, man? Good to see you. By the way, in my Telegram group, but also on YouTube comments, I saw a lot of people telling, I took this trade, I made a lot of gains. I love to see you guys winning, and I am not the person to claim this on me, right? Because this is all you, like the ones that posted this in Telegram group. This is all you, having the gains, making, I don't know, $7,000-$10,000 on the trade in a day or something like that. That's all you, right? I don't give recommendations. I don't tell people where to buy, how to buy. I just give my insights. I love to have the exchange in the community. If you make gains, that's you. Congratulations. If you lose, it's also on you. So don't come crying. Should I hold Melania? Oh man, in my opinion, all these are shit coins. If you can make a nice trade to get more Bitcoin, congratulations, right? But hold for how long? What's your time horizon? What's your research? What did you find out about this coin? In my opinion, the risk with Melania coin is even higher because people are like flies, right? People invest in this space. It's like flies. The fly hits the window, and then 5 seconds later it forgot that it hit the window and will go again, right? So till TMR, whatever that is that the inauguration or whatever? Like I don't see why this should be a thing, because in 2 days people will have forgotten about Melania until like maybe if she does something crazy it will pump again or so. But after taking office, after being 3 days in office, people will go back to business, and back to business means, oh, which other alts can I buy with my profits, right? They will take profits and will probably dump the price on these coins. Does that mean it will dump right now? No, it doesn't. I'm not Nostradamus. Like I'm backward. Like I'm looking in the past. Everyone is Nostradamus, right? Chris Klein says, I keep stacking no matter what, stacking LTC and futures, trading the coin as well. I know it's not necessarily a crowd favorite, but it's one of my favorites for sure. Top 2 in my portfolio is LTC. Wow, I never saw someone big on the Litecoin. Yeah, tomorrow is a holiday in America. Thoughts? You are probably somewhere else on the world, because here's already Monday. The inauguration date is apparently a holiday, meaning the stock market doesn't open. If it's a bank holiday or whatever, probably stock market doesn't open and other things. That could mean that we don't get as much price action as we might get on Tuesday. But on the other hand, Bitcoin is a different beast. It is open, so yeah, we will have to wait and see. Trump coin. We're seeing it here. Let's look at Litecoin quickly. LTC USDT. Today I have to leave a little bit earlier, hence I started the stream a little bit earlier. But we are going to look at a couple of things here. Let me see. Probably Kraken has a good chart. Wait, that's too early. Let me look at. By the way, I don't own any Litecoin. I don't know anything about Litecoin other than that is super early days coin that everyone mined, or many people mined. Let's look even at the monthly. Okay, so maybe there is a longer chart somewhere else. The Binance chart, you guys know that it's actually Binance. CoinEx? Yeah, I don't know. I think it will do well having broken out of this base, right? Somewhat like this. I mean, this needs to close, obviously, like this, because everything else was in here. Otherwise, you might have another turn here, but it looks good. Litecoin is an amazing coin. Everyone will use the Lightning Network one day. It's staple in the crypto world. If you say so, man. I have no idea if that's true or not. But I wish you the best and biggest returns and bags that one can get, for sure. That for sure. What else? Let's see. That we also had. Okay. So, what we see, and this is crazy, is Bitcoin addresses holding over 100 Bitcoin are surging. Whales are buying. And this at the last leg up, right? I mean, that's crazy, yeah? That's quite a surge. I mean, that looks pretty good. By the way, we have 70 people here. Smash up the like button right now, please. We should have 70 likes on this live stream. Even if you are watching this later, not live, please smash up the like button. Very important. Strictly opinion on my end, just bias. Yeah, absolutely. But your opinion is very welcome. So, whales buying Bitcoin. And this is the most important thing. If you think that there's nothing more to come and you're depressed about your bags right now because shitcoins are pumping, don't worry. This is not the end. Look at all the cycles before. We would have a complete new precedence if we would drop in a bear market right now. It would not coincide with the entire history of crypto, right? We always have this dip around this time. Here's a dip, and in this cycle also was a dip, right? The blue cycle is the last one. The green is the 2017 one, 16, 17. So you see, dip, even a W pattern in that green one, and the black one is where we are right now. So this dip right now, the dip that we had, is exactly in time with where it should be. But what's coming afterwards is the leg up, maybe another little dip, and then boom, right? The final phase of the market. We are very much mimicking this green cycle. Nonetheless, and if we are mimicking the green cycle, it's not over. But I will get cautious once we are around this level here, because it could be a mixture of these both and here somewhere, right? We don't know. We just don't know. But given the fact that we just, in the beginning of the money printer cycle, that rates are not down yet and so on, I'd rather see us going all the way. Because there are two factions or factions in the crypto market. The ones that think that the cycle is ending in 2 to 3 months, and the ones that think that the cycle is ending in December. So probably it's none of these, and it's the music stops playing somewhere in between, right? Which is why we have to act gradually, right? Yes, Trump has been listed on Robinhood. At least that's what Twitter is saying, right? Trump coin has been listed on Robinhood. So if these gains are still coming, imagine your portfolio. Imagine your portfolio in a couple of months when this pump has happened, right? I mean, that's at least, I'd say if your portfolio comprised mainly of altcoins, or even half of altcoins, there's probably a nice 5 to 10x out of your portfolio. That's the least that I would see, depending on which coins you have. If you have like the super low cap coins, maybe 50x, right? Who knows? Yeah, but if your portfolio is all Bitcoin, maybe it doubles, right? Maybe it doubles. But that's fine. If your portfolio is 100% Bitcoin, you already took the red pill, and you are in for the long term, right? But I think it's valid to play the altcoins to get more Bitcoin. Wow, we're heading to 80 people here. Wow, more likes, guys. Smash up the like button. By the way, I think this is a first on Crypto Morning Coffee. I love it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel with notifications on, because we're doing this almost every day. Fun fact, tomorrow there's not going to be a Crypto Morning Coffee, unfortunately, because I am traveling for job related, but yeah, we're going to do this almost every day. So yeah, I'm glad to see that so many people are excited about this. The party ends in March. Yeah, as you say, the party could end in April also, right? But the party is likely going to end way later. Bitcoin, though, might top out early. I'll take a 3x in Omi. Well, Omi is doing a 3x to the downside, as it seems. But I'm looking for a 44% BTC dominance for the top for me. Let's see where this would be. BTC dominance, there we go. So we have the rising wedge. Let's put it on a weekly because there's no sense in dailies here for this. Okay, so there we go. Now we have it. Bitcoin dominance 44. That would be yeah, that's very accurate, to be honest. Like 44 would be somewhere here, and then it probably could go like this, right? Yeah, that seems very reasonable, Ashred Blot. Very reasonable. Great stream, all the best for all. Yeah, absolutely. I wish all of you like the most degenerate returns that you can get. Like I wish for everyone to be able to take the profits and win. That's what, and for me as well, right? For me as well. Bro, tomorrow what will be the expected price for what? Bitcoin. Oh, I don't know actually. For Bitcoin. Did I move on? Oh, there we go. We didn't even look at the Bitcoin chart. So Bitcoin, we didn't look at the Bitcoin chart, so we should do it right now. So I said probably invalidated the head and shoulders pattern here, right? I did not expect this massive drawdown, but it seems to be a nice retest here on top of this. This downward sloping previous resistance here. Breakout, retest, go, right? I would say tomorrow we should challenge the all-time high at 106k. Hopefully we break it. We will see. Jasper Frank says 20x for Omi soon. That sounds good. Looks like LTC flipped the ribbon, so it will run. Good luck, mate. Absolutely. Jets says nearly every alt has dropped too much that Jupe is now the 20th in market cap. Jupiter is the 20th in market cap? That's crazy. Didn't know that. Where's Jupiter? Let's see. Oh, actually, I'm in the top 600. 1 second. Wow. Okay, there we go. Jupiter is rank 71. I don't understand. Market cap 1.61 billion. That's Jupe. Which crypto should I hold for tomorrow? Man, I can tell you. So if it was me, I wouldn't care about tomorrow. I would care about the next couple of months of alt season. And therefore, I would say there are awesome bargains in like here in all these. Like you see this, the top 100 on average down by 4% because of the meme coins, but everything else down roughly 10 or even 15%. So there are nice bargains to get into, especially in the lower cap coins, right? The top on BTC will be January 27-31. I disagree. I disagree because let's look at a couple of things here. So the TSI is very close to hitting this downward sloping line, right? So the top would be there. If we extrapolate this, we would, actually right now it's curving up a little bit more, but we would end up 1st of March, somewhere in March, right? I would say that is currently the name of the game. Maybe if we have a massive mega pump and this goes even steeper, then it could happen. But I mean, we are already at the 20th. So why would Bitcoin top out in only 7 days? I don't understand. Also, the RSI on the monthly, ignore the white lines, these are for other time frames. But the RSI on the monthly would have to hit this downward sloping line from, or at least in the 80s, like big in the 80s, for me to consider that the top is in for Bitcoin, right? So there's a way to go on a monthly RSI from 75 to 80 something. I don't see it in January. I agree with you. It could be very early, like March, but we will have to wait and see with the indicators, right? Hey, just subscribed. Hey, what's going on? Aussies will only be for Trump and Melania. I like your name, by the way. What the fuck? This is the most degenerate name that you can have. How many people have you triggered with that already? There is an insane number of retailers in the market right now. I think Trump brought most of them as of late. Yeah, this is something that is actually great because many retailers will probably come in the next days. Let's refresh here the Google search trends on crypto that I like to use as an indicator as well. And look at that. Right now, we are curving up, boom, on Bitcoin. We are not in the excitement phase again, but here we had on November when Bitcoin hit new all-time highs, we had the 66 in Bitcoin, 7 in Ethereum, and NFTs on 2. Right now we have 39, Ethereum 5, and NFTs on 2. Ethereum stands representative for altcoins because we don't have much history for the others, right? So Ethereum is the best that you can get on the search trends. And it's important because to look at history because you see like the sparks in, or the spark up, the spikes in Bitcoin search terms from the last bull run, and then you see that altcoins are really like getting massive attention, like 26, 27 search term only later. And then when altcoins already had like a big search, we see NFTs, which is the yellow line, getting a first and then boom, a second big leg. And this leg is way later, right? It's lagging. NFTs are lagging, alts are lagging. Bitcoin is the first one to really go to the high. So I want to see at least a search trend, volume, value, whatever, out of Bitcoin, like around 80. Yeah, maybe 75, right? I would like to see at least 75 on the search terms to say, okay, maybe the top is in, right? Okay, Kevin just subscribed. What's going on? Good to see you. When do I sell Melania? I don't know. When you are in big profits, and very, very soon, in my opinion. Can I what? I can't. I want to block this guy. Will there be any pump in Trump coin due to inauguration? Maybe. I don't know, but you don't have to post it like 500 times, man. Chill. Let me see. Let me get full cam quickly. Unfortunately, I have to go into my StreamYard didn't really, don't get rocked by the first lady. Let me see quickly. I need to get to my own channel. Guys, don't really, okay, that was my own echoing here. Yeah, so it even says here, let's see, let's time this guy out for the rest of the stream. There you go. So I'm not going to block you, but I'm going to time you out. There you go. When do I also? Yeah. So don't stay too much in these coins like Melania and so on. Don't get rugged by First Lady. I think that's good. Good. If I get rugged by Melania, I don't know what to say. So here's the thing. Let's say you put in $100 in Melania. You are up 5x. Take the $100 plus, I don't know, 10% of the bag, and you're fine. You're set. You can't lose anymore. You're already in profit, right? Did Dr. Profit give any alpha on Randy's stream yesterday? I didn't see it, to be honest. I didn't see it yet. I will have to watch that. But I think there are a couple of things coming. We need to get through this whole Bitcoin thing right now and through the whole shitcoin stuff, right? So let's see. But guys, I have to jump right now. Unfortunately, I would love to extend this. Man, 70 people watching until the end. That's crazy. George says, funny enough, I put exactly $100. Yeah, so be safe. Build a moon bag. You can't lose afterwards anymore, right? XRP pump or dump. Yeah, pump probably continues, but there can be hard retracements in it. Tomorrow, no Crypto Morning Coffee. On Wednesday, we will be back. Make sure to hit the notifications. It will be around this time, more or less. Trump on Robinhood now. Absolutely, yes, that's true. Oh my, this is the craziest start to the year in my whole life, says Troy. Hey, PH and everyone. Yeah, hey, Troy, what's going on? Unfortunately, a little bit earlier today. Guys, I have to go. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Kevin. Also, peace, brother. Thanks for the stream. Wherever you are on the world, have a great morning, evening, day, night, or afternoon. And I see you in the next live stream. Bye.